Hey, good morning, CRST drivers and independent contractors. Perry Moser here. It is Wednesday, February 19th, and I am just bringing you your daily update. So I want to talk about tow outs real quick today as our safety topic. We still get a ton of tow outs every day. Most of the tow outs aren't really even due to bad weather. They're really due to parking on surfaces or going down a route where we have no way to get out. So a couple things to remember. Proper pre-trip, proper plan, proper trip plan. That's all. I mean, that's the number one thing that keeps a professional driver out of trouble is their pre-trip and trip plan. So make sure you know where you're going before you go. That's over across the country, and that's also even in a tight spot. Think about how you're going to get out before you even park. Making sure we're parking on solid surfaces and not on grass or in mud. Certainly, with the weight that we have on our trucks, we're going to sink and we're going to get stuck. So those couple things, making sure you're pre-planning, making sure you know where you're going. Also, watch where you park. All those things will help you stay out of an expensive tow out bill. We certainly don't want to have you stuck. We certainly don't want to have you wait for that tow truck either, and we want to keep you moving. So again, let's work on some tow outs. Second thing I have is I'm proud to announce we're going to start up some driver education classes in the evenings. We're starting them up currently in Cedar Rapids twice a week. First two topics we're going to talk about is life on the road and cooking on the truck. Probably one of my favorite topics to talk about, food. The best part about these is they really weren't written by driver managers or support staff. They really were written and developed by drivers. So those of you that worked on that to help us to build this curriculum, thank you so much. The classes are Tuesday and Thursday next week from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. We're working on simulcasting them as well too to the different orientation sites and our different facilities. So if you're there and a driver or a student, feel free to come in, watch it, learn a little bit something about life on the road and cooking on the truck. So again, that's next week, Tuesday and Thursday, just in Cedar Rapids at this point in time, but from 6 to 7 p.m. So stop by, give us your input. The classes will evolve, and the classes will certainly change as we get more input as well too. Last thing I have is next week, starting on Monday, I'm going to go over all of our pay policies. We are probably remiss they're not in the employee handbook. I want to make sure they're clarified. So starting on Monday, I'll pick out a couple and then move all the way through the week and get through them all. After we get all through the week, I'll post them on the driver portal as well too. So they're there for everybody, and we'll start handing them out in orientation. They'll be available for everybody. Again, they'll be updated and changes as the years go on, but certainly I want to make sure they're in your hands so you have a clear understanding as to, besides the mileage pay, what are some of the other things that we pay for and the policies around that. So that will start on Monday next week. I'll start going through those all next week so they're clearly explained. And again, we'll post them on the portal. Speaking of the portal, we're getting closer and closer to direct deposit. Everything we've done so far with direct deposit has gone through smooth. We wanted to make sure that was smooth before we did anything with it. So if you haven't already gone to the portal and you haven't already signed up, put your information in for direct deposit, please do so. There's going to be a couple weeks where I'm going to keep posting out saying, hey, it's coming. Make sure you've updated your information. Make sure your information is in there. Again, it's on the driver portal. Go to the driver portal. If you click on the drop down next to your name, there's an area called forms. And if you go into forms, the first thing that'll pop up is a direct deposit form to fill out. So I know it's a lot today, but I want to get all this information out. So please have a safe day. See you.